Explain, what do you mean by sending Gazans to Ireland, sir?
First of all, Hamas was a creation of the Palestinian people in Gaza. It wasn't something that was imposed on them. It was something that was elected by them. So Hamas can't be seen as something distinct from the people it elected. There's no way in the world that we can have security, adequate security in the Strip, if those people are still allowed to reside there. It's as simple as that. Hamas will come back. They will reestablish themselves. And if we have supposedly security control over the Strip, we'll find ourselves in the same situation that we did in southern Lebanon.
So Jonathan Pollard here is making a great point, saying how the Gazans in 2006 voted in Hamas democratically. Hamas won most votes, and most of them even support the October 7th attack. So let's say Israel manages to wipe out the military infrastructure. If they're still there, they're still pose a threat to Israel because they still have that ideology of the Muslim Brotherhood and Hamas.
With the security zone there, it'll be a slow, bleeding war of attrition. And we simply can't, we can't fight wars of attrition.
Jonathan Pollard also makes another great point that if Israel were to let the Gazans live in Gaza and not have them leave Gaza, they're going to, one, be angry because of all the people that they lost. They're going to want revenge for their family members. They're already a radicalized society as it is. And they will continue to attack Israeli soldiers using guerrilla and insurgent tactics that the Americans faced in Iraq. Again, if Jonathan Pollard is right that this war of attrition would continue within Gaza, you'd see many IDF soldiers being killed, and you would see Israel's public less willing to be able to continue the fight. There'd be a withdrawal of Gaza, and eventually we get into the same situation we are in today, which is creating this huge terrorist state right next to Israel, who will carry out another October 7th attack.
It just doesn't work for us. So as far as the Gazans themselves are concerned, they, as I said before, they have to get somewhere. And where that is, personally, I don't care. After what I saw on October 7th, the fact that we're not just obliterating Gaza right now is more of a sign of our ethics and our decency than it is really what we should be doing there to them. It's a society that declared war on us and committed unspeakable atrocities against our people, as we've said, not seen since the Khurban. So as far as where they can go is concerned, I find it very unusual, and it should be pointed out, that not one Arab country, and nor Iran, nor Turkey, wants them. And it isn't because they're...
It's interesting that throughout many wars, countries usually take in refugees to protect innocent civilians, but in this case, the Arab world does not want to take in any kind of Gazan refugee. And the reason why is because they want to keep the Gazans there as a vehicle and as a pawn to fight against Israel, because the whole Muslim world, even Egypt and Jordan, who signed the peace treaty with Israel, definitely always still dreams about destroying the Jewish state. And having Hamas there is a thorn in Israel's side that the Muslim countries can use to continue to abuse and batter Israel.
Most Irish people are pro-Palestinian. Ireland is a vocal supporter of the Palestinian cause, and the country's own experience with British colonialism helped foster this solidarity. In 2004, an Irish NGO submitted a petition to government signed by 12,000 members of the public and 52 politicians calling for the boycott of Israel. The Irish people's bloody struggle to achieve independence from British rule has inspired an emotional connection to the Palestinian struggle. Drawing a parallel with their own history, the Irish people stand firmly against the Israeli occupation of Palestine. The historical narrative connecting Ireland to Palestine continues to inspire the Irish people to support the Palestinian cause and to call for an end to the conflict through the self-determination of the Palestinian people.
Terrorist group, the Irish Republican Army, have always been partners with Palestinian terrorists, and the Irish people seem to love the Palestinians so much, they should consider taking in $2 million to help them, since they are currently stuck in a war zone. And if they help them out, then they'll be out of a war zone and they'll be in a safe place in Ireland with their Irish brethren.